Hi ladybirds. So this video is just to tell you a little bit about what your text map challenge is, okay? Now your text map challenge today is to see if you can do what you called your hot tell. And we call it your hot tell because it's going to be red hot. It's going to be amazing, okay? Now what that means is that for your text map time, I want you to try and innovate your story of the gingerbread man. So you've started to think this week about the characters that it might be. You've also started to do a little bit of thinking about how the character you would pick might then change the text a little bit. Okay, I thought I'd just tell you a little bit about how we would do it in school so that you know. Now, one of the things I would do, first of all, get yourself comfy. Now, I have a really nice green starry cushion, and I often get my children to either come sit on a cushion, snuggle by a blanket, or get in the mood. Get yourself really comfy and cozy. Make sure you're feeling really good. Okay, for your story. Then I would get you ready to have a little think about having your text map in front of you. And I was just going to see if I could show you an example. Now, this is just an example. So in your talk writing book, and we stick in your text. So you might want to have it in front of you. You might have it maybe on a device, or if you're able to print it off, just so that you can see what it is and how your story would go. Okay. And then what I would do is I would have a go at doing the scribing. So the adult would write down what the story is like. So this is one child's example of the story, where we've put at the top what the innovation is. On this one, this was funny bones, and this child decided they didn't want funny bones and four fairies. Good on them. So that's what they wanted to do. And then the adult was writing down the story. Now, obviously, it's quicker to tell a story normally than it is to write it down. So what I would do as an adult is I'd ask them to have a little look at their challenge, and as they're having a go at their text challenge, see if you can tell me the opening of your story and what your opening would be like. And then they'd have a go at telling me. So for this one, it would be, this is how the story begins. And then as an adult, I'd be writing that down for them. That might give them the chance to have a little pause as they're doing that. And I'd say, okay, I will read that back to them. So you have just said, this is how the story begins. Fantastic, well done. And then I would move on to the next bit. And I'd say, oh, can you tell me the next part? And I would just repeat for them so that they don't lose their track of where they are in their story, because sometimes that's the hardest bit about this, is that as the adult's writing down, sometimes the child might just think, oh, I'm just losing track a little bit of what's happening. So I hope that's really useful. Feel free to rephrase it a little bit for the children as well. So if they're just starting to get a little bit confused, and just say, oh, hang on a second, do you remember what you were doing for your story? So I'll read it back to you just so you get back in the flow. Okay, I hope you have a really good time doing that. You're welcome to have a go at recording yours either on one of the sheets that I put up for you, or you might want to record it in the little book that we sent home in your home learning pack, so that you could write it down into there. Okay, and I'd love to see some photos of what your stories are so I could read them as well. All right, hope you have a really nice time doing that, ladybirds. Well done. Bye.